Yeah. So I was gonna, I mean, actually, I got a chill when Yaba was talking about her daughter and her bookmarker, and then her Jesus sweatshirt she wants. She's chosen. She is chosen. You can't change that. I have had many people in my life try to undo that. You can't undo it. You cannot undo it. Her name is written. Can't undo it. So there's that. Right? I have felt that since I was a child laying in my bed. And you can't undo it. No matter what. There are going to be a lot of people that try to break that, pull you away from it, give their opinion. It's just not going to happen. Why would you want to change it? Some people do. I'm not saying Yaba. I'm talking about my life. I have come across a lot of evil that have tried to pull me away from God, and they just can't do it. They don't have the power. They're weak. They think they're strong, but they're weak. You've always felt yeah. Yep. Since I was a kid laying in my bed. Always. So, I used to pray when I was 6 years old. Didn't even know. Didn't go to church. Didn't know what it meant. But I prayed. We didn't have cable TV or internet. So you know when you know. And it isn't because of anyone's influence. Trust that. It's just something that's in you. I think God is more visible to children. I don't believe in spirits twirling around people that are taking on the identity of people you love because but they're weak. You've always felt yeah, yep, since I was a kid laying in my bed. Always. So, I used to pray when I was 6 years old. Didn't even know. Didn't go to church. Didn't know what it meant. But I prayed. We didn't have cable TV or internet. So you know when you know. And it isn't because of anyone's influence. Trust that. It's just something that's in you. I think God is more visible to children. I don't believe in spirits twirling around people that are taking on the identity of people you love because you will sleep. God already says that. That's the devil trying to infiltrate your life. Demonic spirits, I don't know, look into it. Believe or don't really care. But I don't mess around with that shit. I believe that we will not hear or see from anything till it's time. Now, what God does with children is a whole different ball game. No, there's not, Amber. They just trying to take you over. The devil is here to deceive. As adults, we try to dismiss a gut feeling, whereas children believe their feelings. Children are very in tuned to their spiritual life because they haven't had much of an earthly life, right? So their spirit, when it was born, is more prominent than, let's just say, earthly influences yet, because they've only been on Earth. You know what actor, what, I can't remember, John Schneider, I believe, from Dukes of Hazzard, he said, look at it this way. You got a set of twins in the womb. They know no other life. Let's say they could talk to each other spiritually. The twins. And you got the one twin in the womb saying, boy, I can't wait till we see outside of here, right? And the other twin said, this is all there is to life. There is no outside. What do you mean? Oh, there's gotta be. We're going somewhere. And I'll bet there'll be light. And the other twin said, no. Like, this is our reality. This is life. And the other twin says, well, what about meeting Mom? And the twin says, we don't know she exists. Just because sometimes we hear her doesn't mean she exists. And you think about that. You got a spiritual, and you got the person stuck in the space they're in. We can call them earthly. That's their only reality, is this womb. The other one dreams, has faith, and hope that there's more coming. And there you go, as simple as you can explain it. So you either want to be all about the things on this earth, the money, the things you can acquire, the vacations you can spend your money on. Nobody cares. Money's stupid. It's a sense of control. The end. If the government ain't trying to control it, the trolls on the internet are, or people in your life. You ever watch families like literally fall apart because grandma squirreled away some money and they all want it when she dies, and then they start going at each other, and the weakest link already runs because they don't want any part of it, right? Even though they're entitled to it, says grandma. Grandma's still playing a game from the grave. Or trust and believe she'd write a will with every amount to who it goes. Grandma's controlling and gaslighting the family from the grave. If you're smart, walk the fuck away. Let them kill each other. It's just money. Anyway, that's the way I feel about it. There are people that are like, well, you know, I'm going to make this person the executor of the will. And you're like, good. I don't want any fucking part of it. Because I know it's going to be a game. Everybody's going to be in there. Get out of here. It's just money. But it's a way to control you. IRS, the government, banks, credit cards, you name it. And so you either want to fit into all this and you feel all this certain way about yourself because you suck at money. Nobody cares. God don't care about that. Are you nuts? Anyway. So make your choice. Earthly or work on your spiritual. Your spiritual will bring you peace. Facts. This shit, it's meant. I swear it's all by the devil. It is meant to destroy you. Mentally, you'll be on pills, depression, anxiety. You can't afford to live in an apartment. You gotta work 3 freaking jobs. That's what it's all meant for, to destroy you. God will provide. Just be humble. Or don't. Don't care. I'm just saying. You got to be able to look at it from a child's eyes. A child doesn't worry about all this shit. Right? They're more spiritual. You even watch them play, and you can see their spirit is prominent. Hasn't been ruined by society yet. By temptation, greed, lust, all the things. Gluttony. And adults can destroy a child's spirit. Absolutely, I've seen it. But a true chosen one, they're different. They're just a little bit different from everybody in the house. They're always observing, and they're just set. And you'll never be able to change them. You can't destroy them. You can't change their mind. And they will be your biggest, adversary. If you go against their spirit, they will. They will never fit in when it comes to the laws of society. They'll always question it. They'll be cynical. They will flat out say no. I mean, I'm not saying they're not going to have some temptations in life, and then they'll fall, but they'll pick themselves right back up, and they'll learn a lesson, and they'll continue on. Those are the chosen ones. It's hard when parents favor one child over another. No, it ain't. The child that's not favored is their competition. That's a good thing. That means the kid's doing it right. That's the only time you're going to see a child favored. It's one that molds into what they want them to be. Look at how good they are. Look at how they ate all their dinner. Look at it. And the other one's going, this shit tastes like shit. I don't want it. Right? So this one's always going to be the one that says, what if there's another way other than your way? And they don't want to hear that. Some parents don't want to hear that. When parenting is a dry erase board, you're going to fail right along with your kid, but don't condemn your kid for failing when you're a failure too, right? But when that kid grows up, hopefully the parent hasn't damaged their spirit by talking down to them. But even if they do, I think in the end, they will prevail. That parent's jealous of that kid because that kid possesses everything they don't. Confidence, try anything once, right? That was me. I'm still that way. But I'm with a man that is the same way. It's great. I'm not with an insecure man. Amen. It's wild. When you're with somebody, like, honestly, thank you, God. It was that or I was going to be alone. Because I just don't do well with somebody who wants to be my daddy. Fuck that. Right? They want to change you. They want to knock you down because you're a little too confident. And they're not. The only thing they're confident in is they're going to make your life a living hell if you don't pour yourself into the mold that makes them comfortable. Doesn't make them scared they're going to lose you or just that kind of shit. Parents are that way too, by the way. Then why give one child everything and the least favorite doesn't get anything? Like what? Love? Material things? What? Because you're stronger, so you don't need our emotional support. You don't need anyone's emotional support. You don't. That means you're lacking something. You're craving something you can't find in yourself or in your spirit, right? Love. You know what it says in the Bible? You cannot love anyone more than God. Nobody. Not your children. Nobody. Not your father, not your mother. This is all existence. This is some sort of... but we've just been told so many things of if a parent does this, they don't love you. Says who? I got one child that calls me every time they have an anxiety attack. By the time I'm done with them, they're laughing their ass off. I got another one that don't need anything. But I'm not like, I don't love one less than the other. One just needs more than the other. It's not whether I love one more than the other. It's just that the other one, I already know they took their wings and they flew. And I'm proud of that. And I let them know. But this one, you know. But there are some parents out there that are angry and they just treat their kids different. I would get away from that. That's toxic. But if you're gonna search your whole life for their love, you're not gonna get it. Whatever you think love is, you're not gonna get it. You're not. They don't possess it. They don't have the ability. They just don't. You're just more spiritual. You're just more spiritual than that parent. That parent sees everything at face value. How you act, who you become, what you like, what you don't like, all here on earth. Every single thing is that they either, it could be things they wished for themselves but they never did, and your strength and your courage is a threat to them, or it reminds them of life lost that they didn't do. I don't know. Ask your parents. Sit them down. Are you afraid of them? Are you afraid of them? Ha! I sit down and go, you're a shit person. You're a shit parent. And let them know you've seen the game they played. But if you're afraid of them, they have way more control than you know what I'm saying? than God does. What about when they give one child better birthday parties and the other child just a cupcake? Okay, I got a question. Are you talking about yourself or your own kids? Are they favoring grandchildren over other grandchildren? Like, are they favoring a siblings' kids, their favorites, their golden child's kids over your kids? Then fucking move away. Don't even give them the opportunity, right? Grandchildren, right? It's a game. It's a narc game. They want a reaction out of you. They want to see the hurt in your face. Wow, go get away from them. They're toxic. Leave. Or do you go there and wait for it so you can go home and complain about it? If anybody ever made my kids feel less than, they're not in their life anymore. Goodbye, right? Goodbye. I would never subject my grandkid or kids to that. I'd call that shit out right in the middle of the birthday party. I would. That's toxic. That is to keep you down and make you feel less than. They'll start with their own kids and then they trickle it down to the grandkids and keep playing the games unless you remove the grandkids from this bullshit. That's toxic. Holy shit. There's a book out there that is freaking phenomenal. Hold on. Let me pull it up for you. Hopefully it's online. Once you read this book, it will all make sense. I wish I could remember the author, but I can't. Right here. I'm trying to think of which one it was. I think it was this one. I spent years. It's step 1, though, I'll tell you that much. Right here. There you go. The Toxic Family by Cassandra McBride explains everything. Once it makes sense, it'll change you. It'll change the way you react. It'll change the way you interact. It's releases the chains, I suppose. That's the only way I can describe it. Because once you read it, all the questions are completely answered and you actually see what's going on. And then it's so easy to look at this self-doubting, insecure human that you gave power to because they play a dirty game and you were an easy target. Do you see what I'm saying? You will become stronger and they will look weak and out of control, and you will have complete control. What you've been craving. You're never going to get that soft, fuzzy love and, oh, I'm so sorry I ever hurt you or your kids. You're never getting that. And you don't want it from them. They've already done the damage. Fuck them. It doesn't even hurt to say it to their face. I'll tell you one thing. Once they see that look instead of this, when that's gone and this comes in, they change their whole tune with you. Now, they'll still keep trying to play the grandkids because they're little and impressionable. That's when you just don't go visit grandma. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Or if you do, make sure you're there. Don't let her babysit or take them places. Holy shit, no. But make sure you're there and tell them knock it off. Or you say things like, yeah, grandma loves this one more than you. Doesn't that hurt? Like, be a bitch. Call her out in front of the family. They all see it. Come on now. Fix her little red wagon. It takes a lot of steps, but I would start with that book. I'm going to be honest with you. And then maybe turn to the Bible. Because you're going to need the Spirit. Trust me.